Hi, want to have a little meditation session, right? Because this is in the wellness category and it's called meditation and mindfulness. Zoran the Gardener. Okay, so let's do that. We'll start from the beginning. We'll just do a simple meditation. Feel awe, cry. Feel the divine within you. Yes, that's how you know. Being in a comfortable posture. Good way to begin. Being undisturbed. Feeling a sense of ease, a sense of calm, a sense of clarity, a sense of rising energy and awareness, of a sensitivity of your flesh, of your warmth, of your orangey red glowing self. Feeling all of this. Realizing that you are listening to my words and they're streaming into your ears through your eardrums. All of that into your auditory nerve, each ear hearing separately, each eye seeing separately, right? And here we are, being alert, sensitive, receptive to what we're doing, breathing, pulsing, feeling energetic, feeling this energy that's emanating out of and around our bodies. That's what you and I are doing right now. We are batteries. We are like an engine of life. We've got the whole thing. We input oxygen. We input carbohydrates and proteins and fats and different chemicals. We have a slurry of waste we call feces and urine. And we're building and maintaining a life as a species upon the third planet from the sun in a galaxy called the Milky Way, one of millions or billions or trillions of galaxies. It's something we don't know. But as far as we have seen and been able to see, the depth, the breadth, the length of creation continues in this way, feeling as these words reverberate through you, through your ears, into your auditory nerve, thinking of how this is all transpiring now. If you have your eyes open or if you have them closed, visualizing the orangey red glow of your thermal energy that you and I are creating, feeling oneself aglow, feeling oneself aglow. This is who we are. In all directions, feeling, becoming and being aware. Sounds, smells, tastes. The feeling of a shimmering presence inside that you have acclimated to being little subtly more sensitive to your own being, your own physicality, that you feel yourself scintillating with energy and expressing it all around you. is a field of energy that you are emanating. What do you think that we are doing? All our days, creating, changing. And we're here to make little steps of improvement through meditation and mindfulness, planting seeds of self-affirmations, of virtues, of characteristics, of qualities that we wish to assume or improve. This is a methodical, procedural, structural, disciplined, step by little step procedure. Breathing, pulsing, flowing in these two physiological processes. Flowing, growing, planting seeds in your consciousness. Being a gardener for yourself. You can visualize in your mind a beautiful garden with flowers and maybe small trees and figs and apples and corn and tomatoes and carrots and radishes and lilies and pansies and marigolds and zinnias and patience and kindness, compassion, empathy. These virtues also, planting, and more. And every day planting more. And tending what you have planted before. It's good to plant every day so you have fresh crops. You can be harvesting rewards all the time. Meaning that you are increasingly receptive, perceptive, both. You're receptive enough, you're perceptive enough to notice the changes in your reality as you move from one moment to the next. And you have a realization, a revelation, and illumination on an event. And the way that you are perceiving it has changed because of what you're doing in your practice. Sometimes people call this an aha moment or awe, self-realization. We have them all the time. Just being aware will foster them. We'll bring them up to our awareness. They're happening all the time. We are always surprised, right? So that's a sense of reverence, a sense of astonishment or of amazement. This is a definition for awe. I'm amazed at the depth of evolution, of the size of the universe, of the incredible volume of data that we have in our minds, its capabilities, the way that it's evolved over 3.5 billion years. Thinking about this while we're breathing comfortably, while we're pulsing in awareness, as we feel our blood pulsing in different places of our bodies, sometimes all at once, sometimes none. When I started doing this kind of a meditation, I couldn't feel my pulse. I had that cubbyhole closed, and it was like I'm sitting and it's like, well, I don't feel anything. And I felt underneath my thumb on the wrist crease, under the thumb, with the other hand, 2 fingers, and pressed gently, and I found my radial, I didn't know it was called a radial artery, but that's the name of it, along the radial bone. And I could feel my pulse, and I could feel my heart, and I could feel good because I could feel it now. Now I'm better at it. Feeling it. And you might find it behind your eyes or your cheeks or your ears or your nose. I feel it everywhere. Feeling it in your toes, feeling it in your nose, feeling it in your fingers, in your digits, in your thighs, in your heart. Feeling, feeling. And breathing, of course. Sweet, sweet breaths. What does this mean for you, sweet? Long and sweet. How's that? Pausing when you've inhaled enough. And then long and sweet of an exhale. If you want, make it sounded. Use the sound of awe. And feeling, importantly, feeling the vibration inside of yourself. That you are caused to remember your heart and your soul. Did you clean up all your garden tools? Put everything away? Compost the weeds? Did you prepare a basket of fruit and vegetables and flowers for the house, for your family? The qualities that you possess in your mind, in your heart, in your physicality, are these not a gift? Have the possibility, the potential of a gift for all of those that you will meet, that you come into contact with, of course. For yourself as well, of course. That's why we're here. Be kind to yourself is so important, that you forgive yourself for not being perfect. Perfect is an ideal. It's not a reality. There's no such thing. If you reach for something and you materialize whatever this might be, then you're going to go at some point and go, I think maybe I can do this a little differently. That's the nature of the beast. That's why we're here listening to this with iPods and microphones and computers, technology that's incomprehensible 100 years ago. So it's all craziness, right? We're so lucky. Remembering. Oh, this is a splice of life on meditation and mindfulness. I hope you have some wetness in your eyes, if you have some awe in your heart and your soul. Namaste.